Hi people, we have a lovely workout today that includes some abs, some glutes, and also some arms. So if you have a band, you'll need the band for this workout. If you don't have a band, then you can use some hand weights or some water bottles or some cans of baked beans, whatever you've got at home, just to add a little bit of resistance for our arm workout. So let's get started. We're starting with some abs today, and we're starting with an abdominal curl. So we'll be lying on the back for this one, either with the legs on the floor, the feet on the floor, okay, with the neutral spine, or harder variation is with the legs up in tabletop position and squeezed together. Hands are going to be behind the head with the elbows nice and wide. So inhale, T-zone, and exhale, curl the body up, lifting the head and shoulders, and inhale as we lower back down. That's it. Exhale, ribs to hips, lifting the head and shoulders, and inhale as we lower. Good, so keep going. Focus on flattening the tummy as you curl up, squeezing those knees together, and keeping the spine imprinted if you're in tabletop, or neutral if your feet are down. Okay, keep the tailbone down, make sure it doesn't lift. Keep those legs nice and still. Good, and try not to pull on the head with the hands. So we don't want to see this happening, okay? We need to keep our elbows wide, keep our chin tucked, and lift from the chest rather than pulling on the head. Very good, so we're really focusing on drawing the rib cage, closing it down towards the hip bones. And if you have a look down at your tummy, guys, we don't want to see it bulging up. Lift the pelvic floor, flatten the tummy in toward the spine, and make sure that it's not poking out. That's it. This is a great warm-up abdominal exercise. Really starting to activate all of those muscles to strengthen your core. Well done. Keep those shoulders down and back, and that chin tucked in, eyes looking toward the knees. Let's go for a couple more. Really flatten the tummy in, guys. Don't let it pop up. Good, and use our breath out. I want to hear you breathing. And down, that's it. And one last one. Good, and resting. Excellent. Next up we have nutcracker. Okay, so 2 levels. Level 1, we're going to keep our knees in tabletop position and open the legs to reach the hands through. Level 2, we extend the legs up, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. So let's get started. Hands one on top of the other, spine imprinted, knees in tabletop squeezed together. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, let's curl up, open the legs and reach through in either level 1 or 2. And inhale as we come back down. So exhale, curl up, extend, reach through, and inhale to come back down. Good, so keep going. If you're doing level 1, try and keep the feet together and reach through those legs. If we're doing level 2, extend those legs nice and high and reach through as far as you can. That's it. Either way, let's keep our tailbone down. We don't want this type of thing happening where our bottom is lifting. Now, if you do find you're getting any neck pain, just keep your head down and perform the movement like so. That's it, guys. So nutcracker is a great one for the lower abs. Reach through as far as you can and flatten that T-zone. Good job. Okay, chin tucked in, eyes looking through the knees. Good, and let's imagine that we're trying to touch the wall. Okay, reach as far as you can with the fingers to curl up and flatten the tummy. Well done. It's only a short ab set today, guys. So let's make each repetition count. Reach through those fingers and flatten that T-zone. Very good. Exhale and inhale. That's it. Good. Now hold up and pulse. 1, 2, 3. And return back down. And again, keep our spine imprinted. 1, 2, 3. And back down. And one last one. You can do this. 1, 2, 3. Good. And resting. Excellent work. Okay, now into hundreds, a Pilates favorite. So 3 levels for this one. Level 1, legs will be in tabletop position. Level 2, extended straight. Level 3, feet turned out, flexed and lowered. Okay, so choose your level. Then we're going to curl up and hold up there while we beat our arms 100 times. Okay, if your neck gets tight, you can put one hand behind the head or keep your head down. Let's get started. Hands around the knees, knees up in tabletop position and spine imprinted. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, curl the body up, hands past the hips. Take our legs into position 1, 2, or 3 and start pulsing the arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out, 2, 3, 4, 5 and in, 2, 3, 4, 5 and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, flatten the T-zone. Breathe out, ribs to hips. Breathe in, flatten the T-zone. Breathe out, ribs to hips. Good. Eyes on the knees, chin tucked in, shoulders down and back. If your neck gets tired, pop one hand behind the head or pop the head back down onto the mat. That's it. So keep going, guys. Spine imprinted, keeping your tailbone down, squeezing those legs together, reach through the fingers, curl up as high as we can. Now, if you're getting tired, you can drop back a level, but try to keep pushing through until the end. That's it. Reach through those fingers, flatten that T-zone. Let's keep it going, guys. We've got one more breath. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, reach and rest. Oh, well done. Hundreds is a great exercise for those abs. Okay, abs are done today, just a short series as I mentioned before. We're going to move into working our upper back. Okay, now next exercise is flight. There is a kneeling option if you can't lie on your stomach. Otherwise, let's lie down onto the stomach here with the forehead down on the floor, legs extended long and arms down by the side. Okay, lift up through our abdominals, tuck our ribs and our pubic bone into the mat. Squeeze the shoulders down and back, lifting the arms up, and then rotate palms up, palms down, palms up, palms down. That's it, breathing naturally. Good. Now, if you want to make it a little bit harder, lift your upper body slightly by extending through your upper back, and let's keep it going. Well done. We're reaching through the toes, reaching through those fingers, lengthening through the crown of the head and tucking the chin in. Now, guys, we really need to focus on your shoulder blade muscles, the ones that open the chest and draw those shoulders down and back. These ones are great for your posture. You should be feeling it right here, right directly in between those shoulder blades. Okay, reach with those fingers and let's keep it going. Good, now the more we press up with the hands and straighten our elbows, you get a little bit of a tricep burn happening as well, which is always nice. That's it. Okay, great one for anyone with neck or shoulder pain or upper back stiffness as well. Good. Now, if you need to have a little break, pop down, have a rest. We've got about 30 seconds to go. So then come back up, reset those shoulder blades and finish off strong. That's it, guys. Squeeze those shoulders down and back like we're trying to pinch a marble in between the base of those shoulder blades, squeezing them together. Very good. That's it. All those triceps are working, as well as those postural muscles. Keep lifting the tummy up off the mat, tucking the pubic bone in, and we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, guys. That's a tough one. Now, breaststroke arm prep is next. You can also do this one kneeling as well if you can't lie on your stomach. Okay, lying down, forehead on the floor, hands bent out to the side, shoulders are down and back, tummy is lifted. Okay, so from here, let's inhale T-zone, exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the hands up. Now we're going to do some circles off the floor where the hands come up, out and around. So it's exhale forward, inhale around. Exhale forward, inhale around. To make it harder, lift your forehead up by extending through your upper back, okay? But don't let your tummy go. You want to make sure we're lifting the tummy up off the mat and keeping our shoulders down and back. Now, to make it easy, you can pop your forehead down and keep your hands on the floor, okay? Just sliding them around like so. To make it harder, we can lift the hands up and lift the upper body slightly as well. Good, so you should feel this one, guys, in your upper back and the back of your shoulders. Now, it is a tough one, so if you do need to have a little break, pop your hands down, reset those shoulders down and back, tighten the tummy again, lift up and continue. That's it. So what we don't want is this. We don't want the shoulders hunching up toward the ears. Keep them drawing away from the ears, down and back in that V shape towards your lower back. Keep that tummy lifting up off the mat. and rest when you need, reset the shoulders and then come up again. Very good, guys. Now most of us are pretty weak through these muscles, so they fatigue quite quickly. They're excellent exercises for improving your posture and helping with neck and shoulder pain. That's it, 10 seconds to go. Let's keep those shoulders drawing down and back. Let's get all the way through to the end. That's it. Just a couple more little circles with those hands. Lifting the tummy up. Good, and resting. Well done. Okay, moving on to some glutes now. So we've got some clam kickouts. So if you do have a short band or you want a tie band around your legs to make this harder, now would be a good time to pause and do that. Otherwise, let's go without a band. So we're lying on the side, knees bent with the feet up off the ground, feet in line with the bottom. Now you tighten the T-zone, lift underneath the waist. We're gonna open the knee up, extend the leg back, put the heels together and the knee down. So it's an inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And again, inhale, exhale, extend, inhale, and exhale. Good, so keep going, guys. Really reach through the toes and kick that leg back in line with the body. So you don't want the leg kicking forward. That's it, T-zone tight. Let's not forget about our core muscles here. Abs need to be strong to keep the body completely still. That's it. Good. Now if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can kick the leg up and back a bit higher and also focus on really opening the knee when the heels come back together. Okay, so it's an open, kick, open, really get that butt working, and lower. Good job. T-zone's tight so we don't roll backwards. Okay, the hips need to stay stacked, one on top of the other. Now you should be feeling this in the buttock and not the thigh. Focus on kicking back and really squeezing your bottom. Now, as we get tired, don't let the waist drop towards the floor. So you can pop your hand on your hip if you need to push that hip away and to stop it from lowering down. That's it, open and out. And heels together and down. Let's go, open, back, in and down. Last one, and open and back and in and down. Good. Okay, resting the feet to the floor, guys. We're gonna go into some circles. So let's squeeze that buttock again. Open the knee, kick it back up, hand on the hip to push it away, and let's start circling. Good. Now only circle as large as you can without your hips rocking. We don't want to see this. Okay, core is strong, spine is protected and still. Let's squeeze the bottom and circle. That's it. Good. Keep those circles back in line with the body and try to get them up at least at hip height, okay, just so that we really feel those glutes working. Very good. So it can actually be tough to keep the spine still with this one. Having your hand on your waist can help with that because you can really feel and self-monitor if you start to move. Good. Okay, everyone's glutes should be starting to kick in. I know mine are, so I hope you're feeling it at home too. Let's reverse the circles now, guys. So back the other way. Good. Keep the leg up nice and high. That's it. Abs are nice and strong. Good. Okay, this is a really simple but effective exercise. It gets you every time. Now, some people do find it hard to activate their glutes, and if you have hard to activate glutes, it predisposes you to having all sorts of injuries, lower limb injuries like knees, hips, as well as back and pelvis. So strong glutes equals strong spine and strong joints that are protected. Good one to do every day. All right, I'm trying to distract you here from the pain. Let's keep that leg lifting though, guys. We've only got 20 seconds to go. Keep it up. This is the last one on this side, so push right through until the end and stay with me. Good, so back and up, nice and high. That's it. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and rest it down. Excellent job. Okay, let's swap sides. So over onto the other side now. We've got our clam kick out with our feet lifted. Okay, so knees are down, feet are up in line with the body, gap between the waist of the floor and a neutral spine. So open the knee, extend the leg, back to the clam position, close the knee. That's it, squeeze the heels as you open, reach back and reach with those toes, knee open wide and lowering down. You got this. So it's an inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. That's it. So the more you squeeze your bottom, the more you'll get out of the exercise. So focus on squeezing those heels to clam, squeeze the bottom and reach through the toes. Open that knee wide, squeeze the heels again, then lower down. Excellent. Great. You might want to pop your hand on your hip here to push it away from your shoulder. Don't let your waist sag down toward the mat. That's it. I know it gets hard as you get tired, but let's keep thinking of keeping that little gap here. That's it. Now guys, reaching through the toes helps to keep the gap as well because you elongate that leg and push that hip away. Excellent. Now let's not forget our T-zone. Our T-zone is what stops us from rolling backwards, all right? So you don't want to roll backwards here. We want to keep the hips stacked, one on top of the other. That's it. Well done. Good. Second side's always harder. So you should probably already be starting to feel it by now, and that's okay. Okay, we've got about 10 seconds to go. So let's keep pushing through, reaching through the toes. That's it. And last one. Good, and resting. Okay, on to circles. Extend that leg back, up in line with the hip, and let's start circling. And remember, keeping our waist completely still is the goal. So pop your hand on the side of your waist and on your hip and keep it still. Focus on that T-zone and tightening those core muscles. Well done. So we're circling from the buttock and not the waist. The buttock should be doing the work, not the thigh. So kick your leg back a little bit further, helps the glutes to switch on. But just make sure we're not arching your back, so keep that tummy on at the front as well. Excellent. Very good, guys. Let's keep those little circles happening. Make sure we keep them up. We don't want them down here. That's cheating. So lift them up a little bit higher with me. That's it, to get the most out of the exercise. Now the thing about working out at home is that technically you can stop whenever you want, but that's not the idea of it, okay? You're only cheating yourself, so really try and push yourself. Pretend your instructor's standing right next to you, making you lift that leg that little bit higher. Okay, let's reverse, back the other way. That's it, keeping the leg lifting. You've got this, guys. We're on the home stretch here, so let's keep pushing through. That's it, good. Now as you get tired, keep pushing that hip away from you. Good, the last 30 seconds is the hardest, so try not to stop. If you need a mini break, now's your chance. Come straight back up and let's go through till the end. That's it, good. Only about 20 seconds to go. For the last 20, let's lift that leg even higher, but keep that gap between the waist and the floor. You can do this. Let's get those buns burning. Ooh, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and rest it down. Excellent work. Okay, a couple more glute exercises before we move on to arms. So the next thing we have is a horse kick series. So we're going to actually be kicking the leg that you just worked and kneeling on the other one. All right, so we're on the hands and knees here. Now, if you can't kneel, there is a standing option as well. So hands underneath the knee, hands underneath the shoulders rather, knees underneath the hips. Spine is in neutral. Okay, we bring the supporting knee in slightly under the body, dig the knee into the mat, and then exhale to extend the leg away and inhale to return. So we're working the leg that we were just using. Okay, now both sides work here. This one to stabilize and this one to kick. Now 90% of the weight needs to go through your supporting knee. Okay, we don't want the weight to be forward and on the hands. Good, hips and shoulders should be square to the floor. Digging the knee into the mat, making sure our shoulders are down and back, and our chin is tucked in with our eyes looking directly between our hands on the mat. Okay, so make sure we're not sagging through. Push through your hands to raise your ribs up into your shoulder blades. So we're lifting through that chest. Good, guys. Now if you can't feel anything through your supporting leg, move your bottom back slightly and come up onto your fingertips, just so that we're not tending to cheat and put too much weight through those arms. Okay, that's it. Now when we kick the leg back, reach up high and reach through those toes, but don't let your back arch. We don't want this type of thing happening, okay? So the spine stays neutral. Only thing that moves is the leg. And we're squeezing the buttock as we kick that leg back behind you, reaching through the toes. Excellent work. Okay, now we're gonna hold up and do some pulses. So, leg comes up, tiny little pulses up and down, up and down. Oh, this one really burns the glutes, guys. So, let's keep pushing through, breathe naturally. Now try to keep your pelvis square to the front. We don't want the hips to rotate, okay? Most of the weight, again, is through the knee, not the hands. That's it. Try not to hunch the shoulders. Keep them down and back. Keep lengthening and reaching through those toes. Oh, we've got 30 seconds to go with our pulses. Let's keep the leg up nice and high, squeezing the buttock, and this one to support you. Well done, guys. This is really tough on the glutes and also your stability. So abs are strong, so we don't want the back to arch. No part of your body gets a break through this exercise, okay? The shoulders are stabilizing, abs are stabilizing, glutes working. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now we're gonna go into side kick. All right, so extend the legs straight up, hold it up there. We're gonna go out to the side, back in. Out to the side, back in. Now if you can turn your foot out and flex it. If not, just keep it pointed and keep it straight. That's it, good. Keep going. Ooh, feel the glutes working. Now keep the pelvis still. We don't want this happening, okay? We're not moving from the waist, we're moving from the bottom. Leg up as high as you can, guys. Don't let those legs drop down to here. Keep them up and let's keep it going. You've got this. 20 seconds to go. That's it, leg is nice and high. Keep the weight on that supporting knee. You should really feel both glutes working, guys. 10 more seconds, let's keep those abs up. You can do this. Whew, a couple more sweeps. Keep kicking, keep squeezing, and rest. Well done. Okay, let's swap sides. Onto the other leg now. Okay, so same start position. We're going back to our horse kick, bend and extend. This time we bring the other knee slightly toward the midline, dig that knee into the mat, shoulders are down and back, and upper back is up against the shoulder blades. Okay, from here we exhale and inhale. So we're going back to where we kick out and then draw it back in, bending the knee. Exhale to extend and reach through the toes, and inhale to come back. Well done, guys. Okay, we're stabilizing with the opposite leg and squeezing the buttock to kick back. Remember, most of the weight should be through that supporting knee, not here through the hands. So take your bottom back. Bottom needs to be back, over the knee, and not moving forward. Well done. So as little weight as possible. If you can, come up onto your fingertips. So we want to make sure that the buttocks doing the work, not too much through the arms. Now if you're feeling it through your wrists, that's a really good sign that you're too far forward. You've got too much weight through your hands, okay? Most of the weight should be coming through the knee. Good. So kick up as high as you can without arching the back, all right? Need ribs to hips on. Abs are nice and strong as we extend and bend and kick and back. You've got this. Let's keep it going in that pace. Good. Exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Good. Well done. Let's not forget our shoulders, guys. Shoulders are down and back. Try not to sag our upper body through. Looking down toward the floor. We've only got a few more to go. That's it. Let's do 2 more. And out and in. Last one. Good. Okay, then we're going to hold up now for some pulses. So when you're ready, let's try to get straight into it. Kicking that leg back, holding up and pulsing up and down, up and down. Well done. Coming from the buttocks and not the back. We don't want to see this happening. All right, check your technique. Check your abs. They should be as hard as a rock and stabilizing your spine. Very good, guys. Let's keep the weight on the knee, not too much through the hands. Try not to sag the upper body through. Lift up. That's it, shoulders are down. Whew. Keep the weight back. Dig this knee in and feel the butt burning. Good job. Okay, kick up as high as you can without arching your back. That's it, keep those pulses going. I know the glutes are starting to get a bit tired. That means they're getting stronger. So let's keep pushing through. Okay, now we're gonna go into the side kick. So kicking up and out to the side and back. Out to the side. Remember, we're not doing this. Okay, waist is completely still. If you want a challenge, you can flex your foot and turn it out to do this exercise, or to make it easier, just keep your leg straight. Okay, keep the weight back here, guys. Tendency here will be to hunch the shoulders and move forward. So keep your bottom moving back, keep your leg up. We don't want to be sweeping it down here. 30 seconds to go, so lift up and let's do this. Out and back, kick and kick, good job, and kick. And if you start shaking, it means you're doing it really well and stabilizing properly. Let's keep this going, guys. Whew. It's getting tough, but we're nearly there. We've got 10 seconds to go. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep the leg up, 3, keep reaching, and resting down. Well done, that was a really tough glute set. Glutes will be definitely stronger for it though. Okay, now we're gonna move into some arms. So we need your band or your weights or your cans of baked beans, whatever you're using. And we're gonna start off with external rotation. Now this exercise is one that works the back of the shoulders and the shoulder blades. All right, so you can either sit down, cross-legged, you can stand. I'm gonna do this one in kneeling. Okay, so grab the band about this distance apart. If you have weights, obviously you'll be holding onto those. From here, we squeeze the shoulder blades back and then open the hands out and bend them back in. Exhale, open, inhale, close. That's it. So exhale, open, and inhale, close. Good, so as we open, the elbows need to stay tucked in by your sides. We're really focusing on squeezing those shoulder blades back and opening the chest as the hands come out to the side, okay? We don't want this type of thing happening. We squeeze the shoulders down and back in a V shape towards our lower back and turn our hands out to the side. That's it. So this is a really good one for strengthening the back of the shoulders. Rotate a cuff, anyone that has shoulder kind of injuries. Now if we look at it from side on, also you need to use your core. We don't want this happening, ribs to hips, okay? And squeezing those shoulder blades back before we open our arms. Now if you're using the band to make it harder, you can actually grab a little bit closer in on the band. To make it easier, you can grab further away. Excellent, that's it, so keep it going. Looking forward, exhale, open, inhale, close. Keep those elbows bent at 90 degrees and the elbows tucked in by the sides. We don't want them winging out. Let's go for a few more. Let's go 3, keep those elbows in, squeeze those shoulders back. 2, abs are strong. 1, good, very good. Okay, next exercise is draw a sword. Now you can sit cross-legged to do this one. I'm going to do it in kneeling. Either way, you need to put the band underneath the knees or underneath your bottom, or if you're using a weight, we're just using the weight. Okay, so from here, shoulders are down and back, T-zone is tight, and then make the band a little bit longer. And as we exhale, we extend the arm out, inhale as it comes back, but we lead with the elbow. So elbow comes up, arm extends out, bring it back in and down. So it's like we're pulling a sword out of our holster, if that's what they're called. Not really up onto my kind of knight in shining armor analogies, but that's what we're doing. We're pulling our sword out and taking it out to the side. That's it. Okay, so we're working the top of the shoulder here. Super important that the abs are strong so the body doesn't rock or lean, and that we really focus on keeping this shoulder down and back away from the ear as the arm extends out. Okay, this is quite an intense exercise. If you have a band, play around with the length of it. Good, we want to keep the shoulder blade down as we go through the movement. Okay, so elbow, arm, and back. Well done. Good, you should start to feel it burning here through the shoulder. If you're feeling in your neck, loosen the band, stop, reset, and then do another one. Okay, to make it easier, you can just do a half version as well, where you're not going all the way out. Okay, we're just bringing the elbow up and down. That's it. Otherwise, let's keep going with the full version. We've got about 10 seconds to go. That's it. Bringing it back across the body. Try not to rotate. Keep the abs nice and strong. Last one. And resting. Well done. Okay, swapping sides now. Onto the other side. Good. Make sure you've got enough length in the band. Same thing. We're sitting up tall, either sitting on the band or kneeling on it. Shoulders are down and back. Arm is across the body. T-zone tight, and as we exhale, we take the arm out and inhale to come back. So step 1 is the elbow lifts. Step 2, arm extends. 3 and 4. So it's 4 movements. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, to make it easier, you can just do the lifting the elbow up component, okay? Otherwise, we're doing the full range of motion here. Good. Now you really need your abs, guys, here. Now, the good thing about Pilates is that most exercises, you're not just working one muscle group. We're really always working our core for stability. So in this case, it's the abs to stop our back arching or to stop our body leaning or rotating. And it's our shoulder blade muscles to keep that shoulder down and back as we extend that arm, okay? So we're reaching it out and across. Well done. Good, so we're coming back, putting our sword away each time, and then pulling it out, ready for battle. That's it. Whew, this is a good one for the shoulders. Often your non-dominant arm is a lot harder. So this is my left one. It's definitely not as strong as the right. That's it, got to concentrate a little bit more on this side, really focusing on the shoulders during down and back. Okay, if you're feeling it in your neck, you might need the band a little bit looser, or you can try it in sitting, or you can do the easier version with just bringing the elbow up without extending the arm. That's it, guys. Looking really good. We've only got 10 seconds to go, so let's try and keep our swords pulling out until the very end. That's it. Okay, one last rep. Shoulder blade down, tummy tight. Excellent. And resting. Very good. Okay, moving into single arm overhead tricep. Now, if you do have a weight instead of a band, this time the movement will just look like this with one arm. If you have the band, we're going to hold the band down by the side of the body with one hand. The other elbow will be up overhead, and just adjust your tension accordingly. So make sure that your T-zone is tight, shoulders are down and back, and we exhale, straighten the elbow, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, inhale, bend. Good. So keep thinking of keeping the elbow as still as possible. Try not to let it move out to the side or forwards or backwards, okay? Keep your chin tucked in and shoulder blade down and back. And you do need that back arm to be nice and straight and strong. And we also don't want to arch, so ribs to hips here, guys, as well as shoulders drawing down and back. Okay, so from the back view, make sure we're not hunching this shoulder. Draw it down and back, and then move up and down from there. That's it, good. So quite effective little tricep exercise here. Should really feel it working through the back of the arm. That's it, so try to keep the elbow as still as possible, and don't let those ribs flare, so ribs stay down the whole time. Now, interestingly, if you really focus on your breath, it helps you with these arm exercises. So let's go, exhale, inhale, exhale, think ribs to hips. Gives you a little bit of additional strength. Oh, I can really feel this in the back of my arm. If you have your band super tight, you might need to loosen it at this point. Better off doing that than stopping. We've only got 15 seconds to go, guys. Let's push through to the end. That's it, good. Elbows still. Keep that shoulder down as we get tired. We've only got 5 seconds. Let's get 2 more reps. 1, 2, and swap sides. Okay, so other arm comes up this time. Over the head, let's just take a little second to get your band in the right position. Okay, so from here, we've got this arm down, this one up, set the T-zone tight, shoulders are down and back, and then exhale, straighten, inhale, bend. Exhale to straighten, inhale to bend, good. Okay, make sure that you're not cheating yourself. You don't want your band too loose. Good, if you're using a little hand weight or whatever you're using at home as well, obviously the heavier you go, the harder it will be, but you'll be surprised that even something quite light gets quite challenging pretty quickly. That's it, good. Keep the elbow pointing up. We don't want it coming out to the side or moving forward. Okay, up as high as you can toward the ceiling. That's it, good. Well done, guys. Abs are strong. Keep thinking ribs to hips and try not to let that shoulder blade hunch up. If you feel it hunching, stop, reset it down, and then continue. That's it. This arm needs to be pushing down, and if you really lock this elbow straight as well, you'll feel that tricep working too. Double whammy. Let's keep it going, guys. That's it. Again, if it's not your dominant arm, you might find it a little more challenging. I know that I certainly do. Being right-handed, the left one is a lot harder. Okay, so if you need a break, try not to rest, just make the band a little bit looser. We've only got 30 seconds to go. So keep it going, everybody. Elbow pointing up to the ceiling. Whew. Triceps are burning. Okay, but we've got this. Try not to stop, keep it with me. I guarantee you my triceps are hurting just as much as yours. 10 seconds to go, let's do it. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, and shake those arms out. Good, let's get rid of our weights at the moment. Or actually, you can keep your hand weights. I've changed my mind. And keep your band as well. Okay, this is gonna add a little bit of an extra challenge to our hinge exercise. So we've got hinge, which works the thighs. Now, if you can't do this exercise, just do the arm component of it. You might wanna fold up the mat or put a little something under your knees if you do tend to get knee pain with kneeling. All right, so arms out in front, shoulder blades down and back. You can either hold onto your band or onto your little weights if you can. Tighten the T-zone, squeeze the buttocks. Let's inhale as we lean the body back, and exhale as we come forward. Inhale as we lean back, and exhale as we come forward. Good. So keep going. We're focusing on using your abs here and your glutes. So what we don't want is this or this, okay? One long line between shoulders, hips, and knees. The whole body comes back, the whole body comes forward. Okay, so keep a little bit of tension out here in your arms. Keep those shoulders drawing down and back. We'll get a bit of an arm workout as well. Very good, so we should be starting to feel our thighs kick in. If you get calf cramps, just come up onto your knees like this. Okay, now this time we're going to come back and open the arms slightly, close the arms, and then come forward. And you can do this with your weights as well. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And if you can't hinge back, just hold your arms out in front. Will be hard work after all those other arm exercises. Okay, we've got 2 more, guys. Let's go right back. So lean back, open, close, and forward. Last one. Lean back, hold, open, feel the thighs burn, close, and forward. Well done. Give yourselves a pat on the back if your triceps allow you. And we're gonna do a bit of a stretch to finish. Okay, so we've got a glute stretch prone. Now if you can't do this one, you can do it lying on your back instead. Just have a watch of the inserted little box video. Okay, so we're gonna take one leg out in front on the mat, like so, and extend this one back behind you. Putting the elbows forward down onto the ground, and then feeling it stretch down the buttock. If you can't get that far down, you can just actually come here onto your hands or all the way down onto the elbows, okay? And let's hold this position, really try and stretch out with that back leg. And if you're tight, you might also feel it stretching through the hip flexor on this side, definitely through the buttock of that front leg. Okay, let's just take a moment to breathe into the stretch. Every time you breathe out, try and lower your pelvis a little more. If you bring this foot further forward, it's actually going to stretch a little bit harder as well. Well done, guys. You've definitely earned this stretch. That was a tough one today. Try and relax into that stretch. That's it. Good. Now coming out of the stretch, you can bring the knee forward, come up onto the hands, and then swap sides. Okay, so from here, we can cross the other leg out in front of you, like so. Slide the other knee back, and then come down either onto the hands or onto the forearms and elbows. Great. Remember, the closer that this foot is forward towards your hands, the more you will feel it stretching. And try and really reach the back leg back behind you and lower the pelvis, and you'll also get a bit of a hip flexor stretch as well, depending on where you feel tight. That's it, guys. This is a really good way to stretch out your buttock muscles. For those who aren't quite so flexible or have hip or knee pain, the lying on the back option will be better for you. That's it. Try and relax and go a little deeper into that stretch every time you breathe out. Excellent, everyone. Okay, last breath. Good. You can bring the knee forward, press back up onto the hands, and rest down. Well done. That was a great all-over workout. Hopefully you'll feel your arms tomorrow. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you again for tomorrow's workout.